Sebastian, so good to have you with us. You must have been very, I think, heartened by what you heard from the president at the UN General Assembly yesterday. He basically said all the things that you have been touting, you know, time to get tough, time to call a spade a spade. What were your thoughts?
Look, Ashley, truth be told, a month ago, the person who wrote that speech sat down in Steve Bannon's office with me to talk about the key messages that have to be built into that speech. And God bless that speechwriter. He smuggled them past the swamp. He smuggled them past the anti-MAGA forces in the White House. And the president knocked it out of the ballpark, or hit it for six, as you might say.
Yes, yes. A good cricket term, by the way, which is a home run in cricket, which you get 6 runs for. So what did you think about him calling out North Korea and saying, look, if we are forced to essentially defend ourselves, that would be the US and our allies, you're going to be totally destroyed. Was that appropriate?
Well, since Bill Clinton and President Obama have both said the same things, actually to CNN, I mean, let the fake news industrial complex have a little sense of history, it is, in fact, totally appropriate. As a survivor of the Holocaust once said when a facile journalist asked him the question, what is your one lesson learned from losing your whole family to the Nazis? This aged man said, oh, there's really one lesson. When a group of people persistently and repeatedly calls for your death and destruction, you may want to take them seriously sooner or later. That's what the president is saying. He's saying you are using illegal ballistic missiles. You're firing them over the territory of our allies. You're threatening Guam, which is a U.S. territory, and you are in illegal possession of nuclear weapons. That's something we have to take seriously. I was in the Oval Office when the president said to me, I don't want to go to war over Korea, which is the right attitude. But at the end of the day, if somebody's holding a loaded gun to your head, the words are not enough.
Sebastian, are you disappointed you're not still at the White House? I know that you say that those forces that would not make America great again, you know, weren't particularly on board with that mantra and everything that it entails. It was disappointing to you. Steve Bannon leaves. You leave. Did you resign, or were you asked to leave?
Well, I resigned. You can read the whole letter that I wrote to the president, and I informed General Kelly that I will be resigning. The president reached out to me the day after I resigned. He thanked me for my service. He says he's sticking to the agenda, and he wants us to help him from the outside, and that's what I'm going to do. It was a high honor to serve him, but right now there's a temporary state of affairs inside the building, and that's why I joined the Make America Great Again coalition to support the president from the outside, because November the 8th's message must be implemented.
When you say temporary, what was the expression you just used? Temporary
state of affairs inside the building.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, very simple. It's your colleague Tucker Carlson nailed it, I think, after Steve's resignation. He said, whatever you think about Steve Bannon, whether you're a fan or not, he would not have been at home in a Clinton White House under Hillary. That's absolutely true. The fact is, we have people in the West Wing right now who not only would have been at home in a Hillary Clinton White House, they would have been cabinet members, and that's a problem. We have to exert pressure from the outside right now to redress that balance, to bring people in who are associated with the original agenda. I'm not saying Steve or myself are coming back, but right now the president is surrounded by a lot of people who wouldn't know MAGA from a hole in the ground.
Well, he certainly got your message. It is clear as he addressed the United Nations General Assembly yesterday, Sebastian, and we're glad to have you here on the show as well. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ashley.
All right, let me get back.